Hey guys, Buffing Game Bed today, bringing out a video, and today we're going to be covering Modern Warfare 2019 weapons that I would like to see added into Modern Warfare 3, or maybe even saved down the road for Modern Warfare 4 when it comes out for the next Infinity War title in 2026. So they did mention that there could be a lot of weapons coming back from Modern Warfare, or at least they were looking to bring back weapons from Modern Warfare 2019. They did mention, Sledge Hammer mentioned that, so I think one of the future seasons we should see a few of these. So this is my top list of weapons that I want to see. So jumping into it, first up we have the lvaw. So this would be a simple build. Obviously you guys remember this gun, if you've been following the channel, was my #1 gun easily in Modern Warfare 2019 and OG Warzone. So this is the M13B, which is already in the game. However, the only additional attachment you would need is this Tempest Cyclone barrel, which is the integrally suppressed barrel, which really is just a short barrel with that SIG suppressor on there, which fits, into the handguard over the short barrel. The handguard extends over. So that is, I think, an attachment that they could add. Unfortunately, I don't think they will, but wishful thinking. This is obviously a weapon that I am confused why they didn't add this attachment to the game, just because you have it with the MPX from Modern Warfare 2. You have the correct barrel there, so it should just be interchangeable between the MPX and the M13B and C. So hopefully they'll do something with that, because the SIG lvaw here, the low visibility assault weapon, is one of my favorite weapons overall in real life, and especially in the Call of Duty series. This was a lot of fun. Always a reliable weapon. So that's what I want to see. Next up is the Rytec AMR. So the Rytec AMR, the XM109, I think it was, or the XM107. Trying to remember off the top of my head because I haven't covered this weapon in a long time. But this is Barrett's attempt. They took their Barrett M82 and basically decided to make it with larger explosive rounds. So with this one, you have 25 by 59 millimeter explosive ammunition. You can put on this, and this thing, again, I had a lot of fun with this Rytec AMR build. A lot of these builds were a lot of fun with the explosive rounds, though, especially. You could just do a lot of stuff. We did a lot of live streams where I would just be, you had to lead your target heavily with some of these. With the short barrel and then the long barrel, I had a really great game with Dill, Kaz, and I think Odin, where we had an awesome quad win where Odin and I were just in the tower, and I was sniping with this thing and just sniper support while Dylan and Kaz were just killing everyone down on the ground, and we had like a wild game. So this thing was the most fun sniper rifle in my opinion. Extremely slow bullet velocity, but so much fun to use. Next up, we have the Knights Armor Company Light Assault Machine Gun, or the LAMG. So the Finn LMG, this was a really great gun. And it had a lot of really unique attachments. So I think this was a gun that was really fun, because I think the Modern Warfare 2019 Gunsmith was peak Gunsmith as far as different attachments and combinations go, because it wasn't so obvious. You didn't have the receiver system, and there wasn't, what they're doing now in Modern Warfare 3, they're kind of just releasing what should be ammo type conversions and easy conversions for the weapons that we were able to do in Modern Warfare 2019, and they're releasing them as new weapons. So in this game, you saw, obviously, the base barrels, and you had the adverse barrels, which adjusted the gas setting, so you would fire at around 1,100 rounds per minute versus the base 550 to 600 that you would get on the regular barrels. And you also had the composite, the case telescoped ammunition also. So you had regular brass 5.6 by 45 millimeter, and you had the case telescoped rounds also that you could do, with obviously different pros and cons. But this gun, a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with this gun in Warzone, and in Warzone in general and Modern Warfare 2019. I mean, you had a lot of great Warzone games with this, with the adverse barrels, with the regular barrels. A really fun weapon that I definitely really miss this. Next up, we have the DSA-58 OSW, or the FAL. So this gun, again, I covered this a lot on the channel back then for weapon conversions and a lot of Warzone games. We did a lot of Rebirth stuff with this too. I mean, this gun is single fire, and it was just an animal. So as long as you had a good trigger finger with the DSA-58 build here, again, it's just an amazing weapon. So at base, this was an FAL, but with different blueprints, you were able to turn it into pretty much a DSA-58 OSW, which is the Daniel Slavago Arms modernized version of the FAL, the Americanized production of it. And it has updated Picatinny rails, all the modern attachments that you would want to see. So this gun, again, a lot of fun. Single fire, base 20-round magazine with an addition for 30. It was a blast to use this. So really enjoyed that. Next up, the last two here, I believe, and we might do an honorable mention. We had the Odin, or the Ash 12, or the Shock 12. So this thing right here, this particular build is one of the ones that you're looking at. Our community member, good friend of the channel, a man named Nobody, made this particular build right here for the most part. I believe this is exactly his build. Monolithic suppressor tac laser, the holographic sight, the EOTech there, 30-round magazine, and the Merc foregrip. And this thing just a beast. Again, firing that 12.7 by 55 millimeter 50 caliber rounds. This is a Russian close quarters combat urban rifle, which is just meant, again, for close quarters, just destruction. This thing, so much fun. You guys, bring it back to the channel. We had a lot of fun with this gun. So this thing was so much fun to use in Warzone and in multiplayer. But again, just in Warzone, when you would kill people with this, the rewarding feeling, because no one ever used this gun, especially in this particular build. I mean, a lot of people, there was a time when a lot of people were using it, but with like the longer barrels and using it for ranged weapons. But close quarters is where this thing excelled. And when you kill somebody with a short barrel build like this, it was just insane. You also were able to make the VKS out of this. So they even had a blueprint for it, for pretty much, called the Liar, which was essentially the VKS sniper rifle, which also fired 12.7 by 55 millimeter. So that was a really cool conversion for this weapon also. So really cool that they had that in the game. Again, that was fun. You were able to turn an assault rifle into a DMR and use it effectively in Warzone at the time. You can't do that these days, which is unfortunate. I don't know, what really changed with the damage models and everything, but you could do it back then. So definitely missed that. Next up, the lvaw. So the lvaw, I think this gun is another one of my all-time favorites. Russian assault rifle firing 9 by 39 millimeter subsonic rounds. This thing is just a beast. So much fun to use. This thing was obviously used a lot when it first came out, but again, using it in different builds. Like I used it as a VSS Ventura's build for close quarters. Similarly, you would use it was Tarkov Med at the time. Had a lot of fun with this gun. So this gun, a lot of fun. Again, the 9x39, 900 rounds per minute was a blast to use. So hopefully they bring something like this back. Outside of that, the only other one that I can think of, pretty much all the SMGs are already brought over. The only other one that I can think of, I think, is the AX50. Was a really good sniper rifle. The HDR was cool too, but the AX50, I really liked the AX50. You had some pretty cool blueprints from that one also. Like the last chance blueprint was just like a desert colored, worn, torn looking blueprint. So that was a lot of fun. So the AX50 was a good one for sure. These are all the weapons that I would like to see re-added back to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 from Modern Warfare 2019, since they did say they were going to do it. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, what kind of operators they should add back again, whether it's Modern Warfare 3 or Call of Duty 2026, which is the next IW title. Let me know down below. That should be Modern Warfare 4, so that would probably be an even more fitting time for it, since it is an Infinity Ward title. And they'd be, I think, better to bring these assets back into the game. So let me know your thoughts down below. Till next time, Buff Nerd Gaming, out.